that I'm trying to accomplish. Some people gave up on some things because they could not see the future, or they could not see the benefits of what was to come. If things begin to look bad for a certain amount of time, we will begin to give up on it. We'll begin to say it's not beneficial to me, and because we have given up, we will never ever know the end results of what it is to give up. Only thing about giving up, when we give up on something, we always have the option of going back and trying it all over again. We always have the option of starting over. We always have the option of getting it right this time. And most of the time when people say that I give up, it is never ever a good thing. Most people will look at people who say that they give up as a failure. I stopped doing something because I did not think that I could accomplish it. So most of the time giving up is a bad thing. But when we look here at this particular scripture, the Bible declares that if you would lose your own life, if you would lose your life for his sake, you'll find it again. What is it to lose our own life? There are some things that we are attracted to. There are some things that's even attracted to us. And because it is attracted to us, we now become these things. There are some things that I do not desire to be. There are some places I do not desire to go. There are some situations I do not desire to be in, but there is something attracting me to these certain things, and it's hard for me to let go of certain things that I should not have in my life. It's always easy to give up on something that we really want to let go. But there are some things in our lives that is attached to us so hard that even if we even try to give up, that every now and then it comes back and it haunts us. It will not relinquish us. It will not let us go. It will not let us be free. So what are the things that have us bound that we do not want to give them up? Most of these things are beneficial to us in the fleshly realm, because the Bible declares, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? So many times we gain so many things. We gain so many fleshly things. We gain some relationships. We gain some activities that is not meant for my life. It is not beneficial or substantial to my life, but it always seems as though the things that I really don't need is the hardest thing it is to let go. The things that's killing me, the things that's hurting me, is always those things that haunt us, that has a hold on us and will not let us release it, or sometimes it won't release me. It won't release me. But at the same time, although I know that these things are not beneficial to me, although I know these things are haunting me, although I know these things are keeping me bound, I still enjoy doing these things because somehow I find pleasure in the things that I should not find pleasure in. The Bible declares, Paul said it best like this. He said, the things that I should do, I don't do. The things that I don't even really want to do, I always find myself doing these same things. He said, when I want to do good, evil is always present. Have you ever been in a situation that you wanted to do the right thing, that you wanted to do the things of God, that you wanted to do the full will of God for your life, but every time that you got into that place or you got into that position, you find out that there was something evil right there present. And most of the time when something evil comes in or something evil is present, it is more attractive than doing the things of God. Because when you want to do the things of God, sometimes it looks unattractive. Sometimes I have to go through something more difficult than what I would have to go through if I was doing what flesh wanted to do. Because the thing that flesh wants to do is much easier than the things that God wants us to do. If you ever want to know if you're warring in the spirit against the flesh, you just look at the things that are so easy to do, because the flesh is subject, the flesh is used to, and it is accustomed to doing the wrong thing. It's much easier. Although sometimes I get a guilty conscience about what I'm doing, but the flesh sometimes overtakes me. And it tells me that although I know that I'm doing the wrong thing, it's still all right to do it. Somebody say, I've got to give up. I've got to give up. Because there is a hold on your life. There is a hold on your mind. There's a hold on our finances. There's a hold on our relationship with God. All because we do not want to give up. Back in the old days, the people of God would not leave the church. They would not leave the altar until God has done something in their life. And it was not until they begin to tell God, I give up, until God can really begin to move in their life. As long as we are holding on to something that's against the will of God, God can never fully take full control over our lives. We wonder why it's so easy for me to run back to the same thing that I was doing once I left the altar. And that is because I never really gave up. There was a lot of things that I gave up. Yeah, this was a bad relationship, but I got into one word. But that wasn't the thing that I was supposed to give up. Yeah, I stopped smoking weed, but I went to something worse. That wasn't really what you... But when you deny your own self, God can begin to do a full work in your life. What does it mean to deny yourself? The things that makes you feel the best, that's always not the right thing to do. When my flesh begins to get out of control, and there's always an easy option for me to subdue it. But when you deny yourself, you will stay in a position of prayer and worship. You will stay in a position in the face of God and say, God, even though I want to do it,